Look at here, Jonas. Look at here, Brady. Look at here, guys.
No problem.
Man.
Third base, number 5, Jackson
Normally floating
Gillespie.
upside down.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Their season underway and are looking for the victory here today. It has not been an easy spring to get ball games in thus far. And the Marshfield Tigers come into this game with a record of 0-3. They've had losses to Hudson and Menominee in their early season. And Wausau East, they have 2 games in, and they have lost to Eau Claire North, and they also lost last week as well. So both teams looking for the first win of the season. So Ian Stahl will step in for the Lumberjacks to take the opening pitch.
He's swinging a wood bat. Interesting.
And the first pitch is a called strike. And that pitch is inside. And that third pitch is drove to the shortstop, and he's able to throw that over to first for the first out of the ball game.
That's a wood bat lookalike.
Oh, okay.
Definitely didn't sound like wood.
Gage Stockwell.
So Gage Stockwell will step into the box. First pitch is a called strike. Gets away from the catcher, but is corralled up quickly. Second pitch on the way, and that is called strike as well, so the count's 0-2. And that pitch is flied into left. The left fielder is underneath it and makes the catch. That was Dalton Bugar out in left field. So two down here in the
Ethan Lutnow.
top of the first. And that first pitch is in there for a strike.
Lotnow's a good size left-handed batter for East. It goes up the middle.
And that'll go to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time, and we've got one half complete. After one half inning, we'll have no score. Marshfield up after this.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Ball down on the infield. When you're playing on turf, you get pretty true hops, and Marshfield's shortstop was able to eat up 2 of those, and he flew out the left field. So, I mean, that's exactly what you want.
Yep.
Coach Southworth has to be pretty happy with that first half of inning. I'm sure they're hoping that they can get out there and put some Tiger runners on the bases and make something happen right away in the first. I didn't see a forecast, but they were talking about pretty heavy weather coming in later this afternoon.
Later this afternoon, yeah. So that's why they moved the start of this one up, just to get this game in. Otherwise, I mean, the weather forecast for the rest of the week is also showing a lot of rain as well. So just wanting to get a game in. So...
Yeah, when I checked out the weather this morning, they were talking about Channel 13 out of Eau Claire was talking about the chance for fairly heavy hail for this afternoon, evening.
Okay.
So I was like,
Jacob Sadowska is going to step into the box.
I love watching hitters crawl into the batter's box with turf because they have that same routine that they always have with they're cleaning the box even though it doesn't need it.
And first pitch is outside, ball 1.
I'm sure the moms wish that they were that particular about their bedrooms as they are trying to make sure the batter's box is right.
And second pitch is just off the outside of the plate as well. 2-0.
That's good discipline there by the Sadowska.
That pitch is hit into the infield, and second baseman's got it. Throws to first for the out. So a ground out to the second baseman to open the first for Marshfield.
You know, it's really hard this time of the year. Marshfield's got 3 games in. East has got 2 games in, and you've seen so few pitches. You have so few swings in at this point in the season that it's really difficult to to have that kind of patience. And the lighting is so different when you're outside compared to being inside, even if you have a really nice facility.
First pitch was outside of ball. Second pitch.
Marshfield's going to be if they can be patient here. Their pitcher is really struggling to find the strike zone. He's been behind 0-2 with both of these first 2 guys.
And that pitch is inside. So
almost hit him.
3-0. Stepped him back out of the box. Bugard stands in, takes that as a called strike on 3-1.
This is where you have to sit back and be really, really patient because as a hitter, you're way ahead in the count. Now you're looking to really be aggressive on the swing, but he's throwing so soft.
And that pitch is low, and Dalton Bugar's on with a base on balls. Jackson Zaleski steps in. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. Yeah, it's just interesting to look out on this field where the synthetic is all nice and green and the grass in the outfield is still a bit on the brown side. Called first strike on that pitch.
Yeah, and the natural surface out there is very wet, as anybody that's walked outside in the last week can attest to. 2-1. As an outfielder, if you got a ball that's between you and the infield, you can go for that because when that ball hits the ground, it's not going to go very far. 20 feet maybe.
2-1 on the way, and that
swing.
is hit. And that'll get down in front of the left fielder, and he'll be on. Zaleski on with a base hit, moves Bugar up to second. Mason Anderson steps to the plate for the Tigers with a runner in scoring position and one out. First pitch is in there for a strike. Anderson, the catcher for the Tigers. The 0-1 is a changeup that comes in the box high. Counts even, 1-1.
East is not holding. Well, just as I say, that second base goes
Second
over
baseman
there, but
steps
I mean,
out there, yep. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2.
Big thing you don't want to do as a runner right now is get picked off. You're sitting in a pretty good situation here. The good part of your batting order up.
That pitch called third strike. So Anderson goes down looking. Dylan Langhoff will be up next. The first baseman for the Tigers. Gavinsky's first pitch is drove down to first base, and that will be an out at first, and we have come to the end of one. After one complete, we have no score. Back to Safford Field in just a moment.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Back here at Safford Field, no score after one. The pitchers for Wausau East will come to bat. Logan Gavinsky.
Pitcher, number 24, Logan Levinsky.
To face Polga. First pitch is high ball. And that pitch is outside, 2-0. So Polga falls behind here, 2-0. That pitch inside. So the count now 3-0. And that pitch inside and high as well. And Gavinsky will be on with a base on balls.
Kowalski earns a walk, now batting. Number 21, Tyler Stazik.
Tyler Stazik will be the batter. And a courtesy runner coming in for Wausau East is number 18, Lucas Hallen.
James Dennis.
Oops, sorry.
Stockwell.
Stockwell, there we go.
Oh, I don't know. That's Stockwell's in the lineup somewhere else.
Yeah. We'll get that lineup change here for you shortly. And that pitch is low and
That's
inside.
confusing. They've got a double number on the one player, 18 and 33.
And that pitch is inside as well. 2-0. So Polga having a little trouble finding the strike zone here to start the second. Runner on first, nobody out. And there's a called strike, got the outside corner of the plate, 2-1. for Stazek. And that ball fouled back to the screen. Count evens at 2-2. Runner takes the lead at first. Polga's pitch inside, and that is going to be a called third strike.
Nice job of coming back. I mean, when you get down 2-0 and then you come back and throw 3, that's nice. That's a nice feeling for your defense, everybody on your team.
Kyler Barth steps in for the Lumberjacks with 1 out. Polga's pitch is popped into right field. It's going to be in foul territory, and the first baseman goes back to make the catch. So Langhoff gets the out, and there's 2 away.
You know, as Polga's been throwing strikes and throwing strikes and throwing strikes, things have gone very well for him. His defense has made a lot of plays out there already in the game. So I think he's just got to keep that in mind and get out there and be aggressive and pound the zone.
Cam Rye, first pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Runner takes a short lead at first.
Hey, he doesn't seem to be testing the waters over there at all.
That pitch catches the inside corner of the plate. 0-2.
What a beautiful day, man.
Yeah.
It feels more like the end of May than it does.
Yeah.
Where we're sitting, April 13th.
That pitch is fouled back. The runner will return. The 0-2 one more time. From Polga. Checks first. And the pitch. Hit hard. That one is down into right field. Runner's going to round second. There will be a throw to third, but they got him.
Score that 9-6-5, I believe.
Yep. So the Marshfield Tigers get out of a jam here in the top of the second. After 1.5, we are still tied at 0.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
And landscaping.
We go to the bottom of the second. Bryce Shoddy will check in to the box to start off the second for the Tigers. First pitch is going to be fouled away. Out into the street, 0-1. Kavinsky's second pitch is lined out into right and is caught by the right fielder.
Just enough leather on that one to bring it in.
That was Ethan Lopnow making that catch out there. So Brody Carl will step in, a right-handed hitter. First pitch on the way, and it's going to back him out of the box. Ball one.
I think Coach Southworth is stay in there, young man.
That pitch is fouled away.
1-1.
1-1. Kavinsky takes his time getting back to the mound. Takes the signal from his catcher, and the pitch is low in the dirt outside. 2-1. And that pitch is in just about the same spot, a little higher. It's 3-1.
Marshfield's batters have had a lot of real positive counts to look to swing today, and it's another one. He should get a strike here.
And he chops that one and gets it to go into right field. So Carl will be on with a base hit. Tyler Comm steps into the box. Left-handed hitter.
Be interesting to see if they test this catcher's arm. He's got a pretty short lead, though.
And throw over to first is not in time. Runner's back.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch pitchers as they make those adjustments throughout the game. Typically, you want to see your pitcher go over there real slow so they don't throw a ball away and have a guy end up on third and then come a little bit faster and a little faster.
Another throw, almost thrown away. Nice save by the first baseman to keep that ball from
They've got a lot of foul territory over here too. But with that type of a jump in the length of the throw to back over to third base, it'd be a pretty good opportunity to move all the way to third.
That pitch inside. 1-0.
A little bit of flashing of signs over there at third base. Maybe they got something going here.
Vinsky's pitch is high and outside.
I always find it interesting when you watch a pitcher, as soon as they get somebody on base, how things change. It's such a different experience when they're out there, nobody's on base, they get somebody on first. Then all of a sudden, if they get somebody on second, or the base is loaded, and all of a sudden, blood pressures really go up.
That pitch is outside. It's now 3-0. Keep Carl close at first. He's just probably 3 steps off the bag. That pitch is right down the middle for a called strike. 3-1. The pitch from Vinsky Swing and a miss. Throw down to second as the runner goes is off the mark. He will be safe.
It was hard to tell, but it looked like it was a breaking pitch. That's not what you kind of expect to see when you're down in the count, but maybe that's what he's feeling right now. Struggling with that fastball a little bit to find the strike zone. If you got a little bit more confidence, that's usually a tougher pitch for a hitter to hit anyway.
So Carl with the stolen base. Finds himself at second. He's now got about a 6-step lead. And that pitch is outside, and Tyler Coombe will head down to first base on a base on balls. John Will coming up next for Tigers. Right-handed batter. Runners at first and second for the Tigers. 1 out. That first pitch is hit hard, and it makes it into right field. And the runners are going to hold up. It'll be bases loaded. On the base hit to left field by Will, we go.
I don't think he could have scored there if he wanted to. Coach was right in the base path. I thought he was going to tackle him. That's one way to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Jacob Sadowska steps into the box. Left-handed hitter, pitch inside. 1-0. Bases loaded. Tigers got Carl at third, Coombe at second, and Will at first. That pitch is high, 2-0. No place to put him here. So Gavinsky in a bit of a jam here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. That pitch is just low. 3-0.
Wheels are starting to get loose. This is a big, this is something we mentioned last inning where we were talking about, how things change for pitchers once they get people on base.
And that pitch is inside, and that'll be a base on balls, and the Marshfield Tigers have a 1-0 lead as Brody Carl comes in to score, moves Coombe up to third, and John Will up to second. Still 1 out. And that will bring Dalton Booger to the plate. First pitch is high, 1-0. Runners not taking much of a lead anywhere.
The big thing here, you don't want to get doubled off on a line drive.
And that pitch is fouled back onto the screen, 1-1.
Big gap in right center field. Right fielders really playing close to the line.
And that pitch is low, or rather is a called strike in the bottom corner. 1-2. That one is high, but it's hit into left field. It's caught by the left fielder. The tag and the throw is not going to be handled by the catcher, and Tyler Coombe is in for Marshfield on the tag up. So 2 down.
That was kind of a risky play with as shallow as the left fielder was playing, but you're also putting some pressure on him to make a really good throw and a catch and a tag. So everything worked out. The other base partners moved up to second and third. They've got runners in scoring position, 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. 1 out, excuse me. Is that right? 2 outs.
2 outs, yep. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch on the way. That's going to be high, 2-0.
Second base is calling pitches for him, so he knows when what's coming.
Jackson Zaleski's at the plate. That pitch inside past his nose, 3-0. And now we're going to have a conference out at the mound between Stockwell and Gavinsky. They want to talk this over. The 3-0 pitch coming and 2 outs. Tigers got runners at second and third. The pitch to Zaleski catches the outside corner, 3-1. (3-1) on the way. And that is high. Ball 4.
Good at bat. Just got to be patient.
So they're loaded back up. So Mason Anderson will step in.
Mason struck out last time looking. Big opportunity here for him if he can clutch up here. He can get 2 on a base hit.
And a swing and a miss there. 0-1.
Sometimes in a situation like this where you've got 2 out, you got bases loaded, this is where you just choke up a little bit and you just sit and just hit it where it's pitched.
And that pitch is hit to the third baseman. He's not able to handle it, and everybody's going to advance. Run will score. So Anderson reaches on the E5.
But the important thing is they played another run.
Correct.
3-0 Marshfield at this point. Bottom of 2 with 2 out.
So John Will scored. Moves Sadowska up to third. And Zaleski up to second. That pitch to Langoff is low.
These bats have the biggest barrels, biggest sweet spots I've ever seen. They're huge. Oh my goodness.
And the 1-0 is low. It's 2-0.
Yeah, I've got a lot of eligibility as the water boy.
And that pitch is hit to the shortstop, who fields it. He's going to throw to first in time, and the inning's over.
Jackson made that interesting for the shortstop. He was kind of playing around with him, trying to distract him enough so he couldn't see that ball as he was fielding it. But he did a nice job of concentrating and throwing a strike across to the other side to get him out.
So the Tigers bat around in the second, and they come up with 3. So after 2 complete, it's 3-0 Marshfield Tigers back to Safford Field after this.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader?
Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
We go to the top of the third. The Lumberjacks will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters to lead things off here in the third. And Connor Lemerand will step to the plate as Polga gets ready to work the third. First pitch is grounded foul past first base. Oh and 1. And official stopped play, and now he's ready to go. 0-1.
Polga doing a nice job of getting ahead right away, first pitch.
And that pitch is chopped foul down the third base line to
three pitches, 3 strikes, you know. And the thing that's working really well for him is his defense, making some really good plays out there for him. So he could be efficient and be really aggressive and just go right after these guys.
That pitch is inside, 1-2. That pitch inside, 2-2. That pitch is a called third strike.
He pinned in that outside corner for that K. You know, and it's really fun, and it makes it a lot more interesting for the guys that are out there playing defensively. On a night like tonight, it's not a big deal, but on those nights where it's really cold and the wind's blowing down your back, and if your pitcher's not throwing strikes, it just keeps getting colder.
That's the second strikeout for Polga, and that first pitch to Peter Winter is a strike.
Winter, the number 9 batter.
That pitch is outside, 1-1. Nobody on for the Lumberjacks here in the third. And a swing and a miss by Winter. 1-2. Polga's pitch is just off the edge of the plate. 2-2. That pitch was close. That pitch is inside. Count is full at 3-2. Polga's ready. And the pitch is inside, and that'll be a base on balls. And Lumberjacks have a runner aboard as they head back to the top of the order in Stale.
That's not what you want to do, though, with the number 9 guy. You don't want to walk him and bring the top of the order to the plate.
Stale first time up, back in the first, grounded out to the shortstop. First pitch is a ball low.
Winter probably has taking the best lead of anybody that's reached so far.
That pitch from Polga is inside, 2-0. And now we're going to have a conference at the mound, as Anderson's going to go out and talk with Polga.
Mason Pogel, just a sophomore infielder and pitcher. Doing a really nice job so far today. He's just got to get back in that groove, pound the strike zone, and let your defense work.
Behind here, 2-0. That pitch is flied in the air. And going
what a
back
nice
is
play.
the first baseman, Langhoff, and he makes the catch in foul territory, running away from the plate.
Good catch by Langhoff, bringing up the catcher, number 33, Gage Stockwell.
So that will be the second out of the inning. And that will bring up Gage Stockwell, who flew out to left his first time up. That pitch is going to be inside, ball one. Peter Winter still hanging out at first base with a lead. That is a called strike on Stockwell. Evens the count at 1-1. Polga checks first.
Got a little bit more at first base of a lead.
Gonna throw over to first.
Oh.
And the throw gets away from Langhoff, and Winter is going to easily make it to second. Thought about going to third, but thought better of it and went back to second.
Coach talking to him right now, because if he got to second base, he stopped and he turned around to see where the ball's at. He's like, look at me.
Yep.
You don't need to look at where the ball's at. You just look at me and let me make the decision.
Now another conference between Polga and Anderson with 2 outs. And they're looking at the runner, but no throw, and that ball is hit too short and over to first to finish up the inning.
You know, one of the things Polga's done a nice job of throwing strikes. He's gotten himself into some trouble, which is a direct correlation to getting behind and getting those guys on base. But every time he goes to the well and he throws strikes and pounds that mitt, his defense gets him out of these jams. And I think that's what Coach Southworth is talking to him right now and saying, dude, you got to throw strikes. Just keep pounding the zone. When you're doing what you do well, things go well for us.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Back here at Safford Field, I'm thinking we might have lost our connection with our radio folks, but we are back. Just had a glitch in the internet. And that pitch is grounded to second, and the throw to first is in time to retire Bryce. So Brody Carl will be up. And the pitch is a called strike. And that pitch is a fly ball to left. The left fielder is going to shade to his right and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Tyler Cumley, DH, left-handed batter. His last appearance, he walked, I think, on 4 straight.
And pops that one up to the shortstop, and it is a quick half inning for the Tigers. So after 3 complete, Marshfield leads 3-0 back to Stafford Field after this.
Rigel Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local Amana dealer. Call Rigel Plumbing and Heating today to make sure your furnace is ready for the winter ahead. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Heritage Auto Body has free estimates and works with your insurance. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive in Marshfield.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Back here at Safford Field, Lumberjacks come up to start the 4th. It will be Ethan Locknow.
Number 29, Ethan Locknow.
Left-handed batter. The right fielder for the Lumberjacks. He'll step in against Polga. First pitch, called strike. 0-1. And next pitch is going to be grounded to the third baseman. Can't pick it off the turf, and he's going to be able to reach.
Yeah, he got his feet tangled up a little bit in the turf, and as he tried to square up and make that throw, it all kind of came apart.
So Logan Levinsky, the pitcher, will be up next. He reached on a base on balls. And that pitch is grounded weakly to the third baseman, who is able to charge and make the throw over to first.
Out on the fielder's choice brings up the second baseman, number 21, Tyler Stazek.
And that will allow Lopnow to advance to second with 1 out. This brings up Tyler Stazek. Polga's pitch is chopped foul.
this part of the batting order for East. They've got some kids with some good size, but when you watch this guy's his swing, his front foot dumps into the bucket. It's kind of an old saying. When he swings, he's flying open, and that front foot is ending up pointing at third base. So anything on the outer half of the plate is going to be money for Polga.
And we're going to have an advance to third.
They call a balk?
I believe they called a balk, yep. And that pitch is high, 1-1. So Lopnow now at third. That pitch, a swing and a miss, 1-2. One down here in the fourth for the Lumberjacks. Polga's pitch is fouled out of play. Count remains 1-2.
Doing a good job, again, pounding the strike zone, going right after these guys.
Polga's pitch is hit into left field.
Bad base running.
And was caught by the left fielder for the out.
Yeah, the part of Stasic did a great job. I mean, he gave him a pitch on the inner half up in the zone, a ball he could hit, and he did. And he just didn't read where the ball was going. He was running towards home instead of going back to tag. Had he done that, I think he would have scored pretty easily.
And the first pitch to Barth is going to be popped up behind second base.
Good talk.
And the catch made there by the shortstop to end the inning. So the Lumberjacks come up with nothing after a leadoff reach. And we've got 3.5 complete.
One left on base.
And it's Marshfield Tigers 3, Wausau Lumberjacks 0. Back to Safford Field in a moment.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on.
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Man, that furnace is just going down and retirement's not working out how we wanted to have it happen. What can we do?
Let's see what Donnie has to say.
At Citizens Financial Services, located at Citizens State Bank, we specialize in developing unique plans for our clients to provide guidance in retirement. A customized plan starts with your goals, your needs, paired with a well-thought-out strategy to address those goals.
I think this is going to work.
To set up a time, call me, Donnie Snyder, at 715-486-8151.
Back here at Safford Field as we get ready to start the bottom of the fourth. It'll be the number 9 hitter, John Will, to lead things off. For Marshfield, and the first pitch is going to be a called strike. Kavinsky still on the mound for East. That pitch gets away from the catcher, was low, 1-1. Will reached last time on a base hit, back in the second. Part of the 3-run scoring for the Tigers. That pitch is low, 2-1. Vinsky, that one is grounded to third. Throw across the diamond is in time to get out John Will. So Jacob Sadowska will come up. He reached on a walk back in the second. Grounded out in the first. And that pitch is fouled away. 0-1. As the sun has now went behind the clouds. That pitch is low, 1-1. And that pitch called strike, 1-2. And a chopper hit. Second baseman charges, can't get it to first in time. And Sadowska will be on with a infield base hit. That will bring up Dalton Bugar. Dayton Bugar, so far today, has walked and flied out to left. He's got a runner on first. With one out, that pitch is in the dirt. 1-0.
These cloudy days make it a lot easier for the infield and outfielders when they get those fly balls. They've got something to create a little bit more depth than just that high sky.
And that pitch gets the corner, 1-1. Kavinsky checks first. It's his sign, and the pitch is high. Runner goes, and the Sadowska is in at second as the throw was wide of second base. One and two.
Yeah, with one out here now, base hit's going to get you should get you a run if it gets through the infield. Typically, a runner at second base is going to have a pretty good opportunity to score with the ball to the outfield. He's just got to be patient here and find something he can square up.
And the pitch is fouled into the screen. Count even, 2-2.
Oh, you got to change your approach a little bit with 2 strikes. You got to choke up here a little bit. Look to see if you can just push that ball to the right side. Second base is holding over there. You know, so you end up with a pretty good hole over on the right side of the field. If he can get a sit back and wait. He's not bringing it. You know, his fastball's maybe about 70.
Bugar stepped out, now back in. Kavinsky checks the runner at second, and that pitch is going to get away from the catcher, and Sadowska made it to third, decided to try for home because the catcher was not hustling for the ball, but the catcher able to get it and get it back to the pitcher and gets tagged out 2-1 at the plate. So the base is empty now with a full count and 2 away. And that pitch is high, so that will put Bugar at first after the base on balls. So Jackson Zaleski comes up. He's got a base hit and a walk. With 2 outs and a runner at first. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Jackson had a base hit this for his first time up to bat here. Interesting to see if they look to see if they can swipe another base, get him into scoring position for a base hit to try to score him here.
Bogart going, and that ball gets away from the catcher. He corrals it, so there'll be no throw, and Bogart moves up to second.
This creates a pretty good-sized hole on the right side of the infield. With second base holding, there's a huge void over on that right side, so Jackson can just stay back and square a ball up here.
And he reached out and poked that one foul. So the count's now 1-2 with 2 outs. And that pitch is ground to the third baseman. He'll set and gets the throw to first for the out. So Zaleski retired for the third out of the inning. We have come to the end of 4 after 4 complete. It's Marshfield Tigers 3, Wausau East Lumberjacks nothing. We'll be back to Safford Field after this.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
We go to the top of the 5th. Cam Rye will be up for the Lumberjacks.
Leading off the shortstop.
The shortstop.
Number 9, Cam Rye.
He'll face Polga. That pitch is low and skips away from the catcher. 1-0. That pitch is inside. 2-0. And that
nice job.
Pitch is low and in the dirt. County is 2-1. And it drove up the middle to the shortstop. He'll fire quickly to first. Nice pick at first base by Langhoff to get the out.
After the scoop by Langhoff, that brings up.
Sadowska got to the ball real quickly, but he hurried that throw. Made it a little bit more interesting over there at first base for the pick. But, you know, again, Polga, you know, it's a focus thing for him. He either gets behind or he's right on it. And it's just he's got to figure out what he's got to do and just be consistent.
And that pitch is hit hard to the shortstop, and he was able to corral it right on the fringe, but not able to get up and make a throw.
The ball it took forever to get to the edge of the outfield. I mean, he made a really nice play to get to it, but by the time he got to it, there was just no way. But good, you pitched strikes. You got a ball for your guys. Okay, do it again.
So Lamiron gets on first, and Peter Winter takes the first pitch, and he'll fly that out to right field for the second out of the inning. We go back to the top of the order.
Center fielder, number 1.
The center fielder is in Stale, batting with 2 outs and a runner at first. First pitch is high, ball 1, 1-0. And then that pitch is popped up into right field. Right fielder shades over and makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So Tigers get out of the inning after.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Get fresh meats and cheeses every day at Smith Brothers Meats. Let Smith Brothers Meats cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats of Colby open Monday through Saturday. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Call Sammy or Sue today and visit on North Central Avenue. Brock & Decker.
For 63 years, Hiller's True Value has proudly served Marshfield and central Wisconsin. Now, we're excited to begin a new chapter. Hiller's True Value is becoming Hiller's Ace Hardware, bringing you better pricing, a wider selection, and access to exclusive brands. You'll start to see some exciting changes around the store, all designed to make shopping easier than ever. But one thing will never change: the same friendly faces and trusted service you've counted on since day one. Hiller's Ace Hardware, still Hiller's, now with more tools to serve you better.
Access all the tournament pairings and scores, as well as association news, resources, and information on health and safety issues, sportsmanship, rules and regulations, and materials that help promote and maintain the proper perspective for interscholastic sports. It's all available at www.wiaawi.org. This message from the WIAA.
Back here at Stafford Field. And the Lumberjacks have Kavinsky still in the mound. And his first pitch hit Mason Anderson, so he'll be on, hit by a pitch. And that will bring up Dylan Langhoff, the first baseman.
Going to use a courtesy runner here, or a pinch runner, I'm guessing.
Yeah, a courtesy runner for the catcher.
Courtesy running for the catchers, number 11, Jackson Warrenberg.
So Jackson Warrenberg will be at first as courtesy runner.
Good opportunity to run here with a left-handed batter up right away.
Langhoff takes the first pitch, 1-0.
Kavinsky not real fast to the plate. Once he picks up, he's pretty long and slow. Doesn't have a lot of pop on that fastball. So it's a good opportunity for them to run here and swipe a base.
And runner goes. And the throw down to second.
And he made a heck of a throw.
Is in time. And Anderson gets cut down at second.
Well, he put that ball right where it needed to be.
So he gets cut down to 6. For the first out of the inning. Pitch was a ball. Counts even 1-1. That pitch is outside, 2-1. Langhoff looking to get on base. He's grounded out twice so far in this contest. And that pitch is low, 3-1. And that pitch is outside. And Langhoff finds himself at first base after the walk.
Those are those things as a coach when you think, all right, we're going to steal a base here, and then he gets thrown out. And then you're trying to be aggressive here, and then the next guy walks and just like, gosh, if I had just been patient, you know what I mean? It's so easy to second-guess yourself.
And the first pitch to Bryce Shade. Looks back, pitcher looks back at first. Now that pitch is a called strike.
Tigers are very
1-1
conservative on their leads over there. I mean, they're not even out to the edge of the cut with their lead foot. I'm really kind of surprised they're not being a little bit more aggressive because he doesn't have a real quick move to one.
That pitch is flied, and that's going to get foul and out of play. Counts 1-2.
When did they build this facility?
I think it opened in 21.
21, okay.
One and two from Gavinsky. And that ball is hit foul as well. Count will remain 1-2. Bryce grounded out and flew out to the right fielder in his previous 2 at-bats. And there is a foul tip.
Yeah, Bryce catches a little bit of a break there.
Count remains 1-2. And that one is grounded foul. Doing a nice job of battling here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Vinsky checks first. Sets for the pitch. And that is outside. 2-2.
You know, the thing about getting as a base runner is if you get out there and you get a little bit bigger lead, you get in that pitcher's head and he starts thinking about it. Even with no intention of going anywhere, just get in his head and try to help your batter out by making him think about you.
That pitch
Good
is
hang.
grounded or is fouled back into the screen. Yeah, Langhoff at first just taking about 3 steps off the base.
You know, and it's really, if you watch baseball a lot, pitchers, they really struggle. Once they throw over to first base, they really struggle to throw that next pitch for a strike.
And
he chased one.
And he chased that one and gets called for the strikeout. So that'll be 2 outs. That'll bring up Brody Carl.
Be nice for Marshfield to be able to put another insurance run up there.
Brody with a base hit, stolen base, and a fly ball to left. And the first pitch is a ball. The 1-0 coming from Gavinsky is high over the batter's head. 2-0. 2 outs, runner at first for the Tigers. And the pitch. Skied.
Hustle, because you never know on this one.
Into right field.
Ooh.
And the right fielder's able to come in and make the shallow catch for the third out of the inning. So after 5 complete, the Marshfield Tigers lead the Wausau East Lumberjacks 3-0 back to Stafford Field after this.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Simplicity Credit Union brings home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, business, and home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Set up a free consultation today at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time.
Back here at Stafford Field. And leading off the top of the 6th for Wausau East is Gage Stockwell. Polga remains on the mound, and first pitch is high. Ball 1. And the next pitch is low for ball 2. I believe both of these teams are scheduled to be back in action tomorrow, weather permitting. That ball is grounded to third, and the throw across the diamond is in time to retire Stockwell for the first out. That'll bring up Ethan Lopnow. He reached on an error and grounded out. He'll step in here with 1 out. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1.
It's getting a little more cloudy. I got a little system that's coming through, but it looks, last time I checked the radar, it looked like it was going to be kind of skirt off to the west of us.
All right, so a strike, 0-2. Polga with the pitch. A swing and a miss. Strike 3 by Lopnow.
Yeah, like a weather siren. Yeah.
And that pitch is grounded to the shortstop, and he'll get that to first to quickly retire the Lumberjacks. A 1-2-3 inning for Polga. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tigers lead 3-0. Back after this.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by Nacyville Dairy Marshfield, award-winning cheese for more than 100 years and crafting unique flavors for the industry. The Hearing House, hearing aids and services that make your house a hearing house. They help Wisconsin hear with 5 great locations. And Edward Jones, Brian Kaiser, financial advisor, making sense of investing and helping create a long-term financial strategy designed for you. Member FDIC. High school sports coverage is brought to you by Nacyville Dairy Marshfield, award-winning cheese for more than 100 years and crafting unique flavors for the industry. The Hearing House, hearing aids and services that make your house a hearing house. They help Wisconsin hear with 5 great locations. And Edward Jones, Brian Kaiser, financial advisor, making sense of investing and helping create a long-term financial strategy designed for you. Member FDIC.
Back here at Safford Field, defensive changes for the Lumberjacks. Gavinsky moves over to first, and Lemiron comes in to pitch. And
first pitch swinging, he flies out to first.
And Tyler Coombe flies out for the first out of the 6th for the Tigers.
Oof.
And the first pitch to John Will is a strike. Second pitch is low ball. Count even at 1-1.
Now batting is the third baseman, John Will.
Starting to cool off a little bit.
Yep. Start to feel there's going to be a change in the weather. Wind blowing in here at Safford Field. 1-2. And that
good hang.
Ball fouled away. Remains 1-2. And that pitch is grounded to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond is in time. For the out.
It should bring the top of the order up here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Sadowska.
Yep, that will bring up Sadowska.
Baseball's a funny game, you know. It's just such a game of momentum, you know. Sometimes nothing's going right. Sometimes you get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you get a guy on, and then something else happens, and all of a sudden you just score a couple of runs with two outs, and it's just one of the more unlikely times for you to get something going.
The 1-0 is outside, 2-0. So Lamiron working the outside of the plate. That pitch outside as well, 3-0. Sadowska's had a base hit, walk, and grounded out to second, and gets a strike called there, 3-1. That pitch is just outside, and Sadowska will head down to first base. Dayton Bugar steps in with a runner on first and 2 outs for the Tigers.
I think this is where I think Marshall's got to be a little bit more aggressive on the base pass. Not necessarily looking to steal here, but stretch that lead out so that you're getting in that pitcher's head to make him think more about you than what he's also got to do at the plate.
And just as you say that, Sadowska able to steal second. Throw was wide of the base. So now a runner at second base.
So he can get bigger. Could get a lot bigger because he's got 2 outs.
And
that's going to get down.
Is fly ball. It's going to be a long run. Center fielder won't get to it. He'll pick it up and throw it in, and Sadowska will score. Makes it a 4-0 lead for the Tigers.
But that's something, as a team, you can get better at, in a game like today. You can get out there and you can say, hey, I want you to get 2 more, but you're not going anywhere. You're just trying to get in his head and make him throw over here once or twice because they've already thrown a ball away over there.
Jackson Zaleski steps in and takes the first pitch outside, ball 1.
And as soon as they start doing that, then they start throwing balls, getting behind in the count.
So Bugar picked up his first base hit of the game. That pitch catches the corner of the plate, 1-1. Lamiron checks first, throws it in. It's called second strike, 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs.
Jackson, I don't think Jackson was looking for that. It was a pitcher that was up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning's over. But the Tigers pick up 1 in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 4-0 back to Stafford Field after this.
High school sports coverage is
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Coverage is being brought to you courtesy of our Broadcaster Club members, including Gross Auto Group, Neillsville, Marshfield, and Black River Falls. Connect with a local sales team at grossauto.com. RE/MAX American Dream. The right connections, technology, and strategies to meet your home buying or selling vision. 901 North Central Avenue, Marshfield. And McDonald's, Marshfield. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the app. contactless order and pay, drive-through, and curbside pickup.
Back here at Safford Field as we go to the top of the 7th. 1-1 pitch comes in. And it's 1-2. And that ball is hit, and that will get down in right field for Stasek. So he'll pick up the base hit. Lumberjacks down to their final 3 outs. And we have a pinch hitter into the game for the Lumberjacks.
That's
And
number 2.
He grounds to the first baseman.
Oh.
And they're not able to turn the double play, but they do get the runner at second.
Yeah, and he put a lot of extra special sauce on that throw that he didn't need, and it just pulled the first baseman off. He was giving it.
So 1 away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9, Cam Rye.
So Cam Rye will step in with 1 away, runner at first, and that ball bounces away from the catcher, but no advance by the runner. This ball kind of hung right at home plate, and Anderson lost track of it. The 1-0. Inside corner, strike 1-1. And that pitch is high.
Keep throwing strikes, Mr. Polka. Keep throwing strikes.
2-1. That one gets by Anderson, and that will allow the runner to advance to second on that passed ball.
You know, right now, Marshfield's got a huge advantage. They need 2 outs. He just has to throw strikes. The guy at second base means absolutely nothing to, he just got to throw strikes and make him swing
And
the
that
bat.
one right down Main Street makes the count full, 3-2.
Let your defense work for you.
And that's off the handle, and shortstop able to pick it, but he's not going to have a throw as that ball was deep in the hole.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting score. Had it, how you would have scored that, it would have gone to 5-6, wherever. But pitcher got up, recognized where the third baseman was at, and the shortstop had gone after the ball. If he didn't get to third base, that guy could have easily trotted over to third. New batter.
And we've got a pinch hitter.
Zach Pearson.
Zach Pearson is going to step in for the Lumberjacks with 1 away. And he fouls the first one off the backstop. We'll have a conference at the mound on the ball return. A very quick conference.
Must be my stomach growling.
And Pearson takes that pitch, 1-1. That pitch is a called strike, 1-2. Two on for the Lumberjacks. They trail by 4 here in the top of the 7th. That pitch outside, 2-2. Pearson fouls that one into the backstop. Count will remain 2-2. And that pitch is popped up.
Infield fly.
In the infield. And it's an infield fly.
So for those people that don't know what an infield fly is, you have less than 2 outs, runners on first and second base. Maverick Ekstrom.
Number 30, Maverick Ekstrom.
Maverick Ekstrom will step in.
Easy for you to say, Mark.
With 2 away. And he takes the first pitch, grounds it to the shortstop, and he steps on second for the force, and the game is over. The Marshfield Tigers pick up their first win and win this game by a score of 4-0. We'll be back with post-game wrap-up right after this.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Joined by Mr. Polga tonight. Nice job.
Thank you.
Very nice job. You know, we were talking during the ball game. You know, when you came out in your very first inning, you came out and you threw a lot of strikes. You were just really going after those guys. What did Coach talk with you about?
I mean, he just told me to pound the zone and just keep throwing strikes, and the defense is going to be back me up and help me out, you know?
Yeah, and they did. They you know,
job.
Defensively, I mean, I thought you guys looked really, really sharp. I mean, every time you got you got in there and you were pounding the zone. They were making the plays on the left side, catching the fly balls, and really did a nice job for you tonight.
Yeah.
So in those moments when you got behind, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, I walked a few guys, when I walked that one in the second inning, leadoff, I'm pretty sure. I was just staying composed. I know my defense is going to make a play if I make them hit it weakly,
Yeah.
So just let the defense do the work and just pound the zone.
Yeah, I mean, you got behind on a couple of guys where you were down 3 balls, and then you took that deep breath, showed that really good composure, and came back and kept coming after them. And again, just like Coach had talked with you about, it was a fun game to watch, don't you think,
Yes,
Dale?
it was. It was. It was a very, very fun game to watch, and it felt like you were in control all game long. Is that how you felt as well?
Yeah, I mean, I felt really good. My arm didn't hurt at all, and the defense is just playing amazing. Like I said, yeah, like weak contact, not very many hits, I don't think, right?
No, and and it's early in the season. It always seems like early in the season it's easier to get up to speed defensively. Sometimes it is for pitching, and sometimes it's not, because it depends on the number of reps and maybe your years of experience. But you're a younger player, right? You're a sophomore, right?
I'm a sophomore, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for you to come out, this is your first win this year?
Yes.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Yeah, and to allow just 3 base hits in the game today was a good feat for you to really get your feet wet for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
How do you like playing here? How do you like playing on turf? Because sometimes that's different for high school players.
Yeah, I honestly love playing on turf. It's just it's not like makes the defense better because true hops, and it's not a lot nothing wrong from error.
Right.
Like, they're just gonna make the plays.
Yeah.
And that's just how I pitch.
Yeah.
I can hit the ball.
So do you find it easier to throw off from turf, because when you're inside in the early part of the season, that's kind of where you're working anyway?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, we just have that advantage because we have the turf field and we're throwing off indoors. You can't have dirt indoors,
Yeah, absolutely. So who do you have next coming up?
I think we have Rapids tomorrow.
Okay. Yep. Where's that at?
And
it doesn't matter. You're playing, right?
Yeah. I'll just show up and play.
Yep, you are at Rapids tomorrow night, weather permitting, of course.
Yeah.
But good
luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, and again, you get to play on turf again tomorrow night.
Yep.
So
yeah,
awesome. Well, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mason
well
Polga,
done. Well done.
Thank you.
Starting pitcher, pitching a complete game and a 3-hit shutout. Yeah,
absolutely.
So nice job for him. And any other final thoughts, Dave?
No, I like that approach when Coach tells the pitcher, go out there, pound the zone, let your defense work. When you have a young player, a young pitcher that probably nervous going out there, it really simplifies things for him. And Mason did a nice job. He was able to recover when he struggled a little bit, but for the most part, man, he really got after those guys, and they had a nice approach offensively. They were able to tally 4 runs, and it's not easy to be on top of things early in the season when you're swinging the bats, because you just don't have the reps that you need. And I think several of the guys looked like they were just off balance. They used to seeing the ball maybe coming a little quicker, and so sometimes you got to sit back, and that's not easy to do either.
Well, the Marshfield Tigers pick up their first win of the season, and they win 4-0 over the Wausau East Lumberjacks. For Dave Matson, this has been Dale Erickson bringing you Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball on WOSQ and Zaleski Sports. We'll talk to you again real soon.